Hey Dad, so week 6. We decided to change things up, shoot a different gun. The Model 19 served me well. The last few weeks I was getting a little bit better, and I think week 5 I really did as good as I can do. So let's mess things up, change things, and see if we can't crash this train. So this week we shot a Ruger Super Redhawk in 454 Casull with a 5-inch barrel. So this one is a little different. It's cut for moon clips, so it can chamber a few more rounds. And a moon clip holds all of your cartridges together in one. You can moon clip the rimmed ammunition like 45 Colt and 454 Casull, provided the groove is correct. They're not all standard, so not all of them will moon clip. But the big advantage is you can use rimless ammunition. So out of the box, this guy, it's written on the side of the cylinder, will chamber 454 Casull and 45 Colt. What they didn't write on there is it will also chamber 45 Schofield and 45 auto rim. Pretty obscure old cartridges, but they will chamber and shoot. Now with moon clips, it will chamber 45 Win Mag, 460 Roland, 45 Super, 45 ACP, and 45 Gap. Now there's also 2 Bubba homebrew rounds you could do if you're handy and cautious. You can take 460 Smith & Wesson brass, run it into a 308 die, lube it up so it doesn't get stuck, and that puts just enough taper on it that it'll go past the shoulder in the chamber, and now you can load it like a shot shell, crimp over with a piece of cardboard over your shot. You can also take 308 brass, cut it off at the neck, and load it as shot shells or whatever in there. But the 308 brass, you will need a moon clip. With the 460 Smith & Wesson brass, you will not need a moon clip because it has a rim on it. So this is what we're shooting this week. Change the belt up a little bit. I've got an old Bianchi, a Galco holster. It used to have a flap that went over it, but I don't carry this holster in the field, so it went away. And then these guys here to hold my moon clips, that actually has a little insert there, that hard yellow piece. And this would be something you'd actually maybe use in the field because you're not going to crush it and bend that moon clip. This guy here holds 8 moon clip packages of ammunition, and it is more of a competition only setup. I tell you, when you fill this thing up, it is heavy, and carrying all this around and then a bunch of extra ammo back here for reloading in between strings, it gets a little heavy. But that's what we're doing this week. Hopefully the moon clip will help my reloads. I can reload the gun faster and possibly do better. So week 6 for the stage. They used almost the whole day, which is great. So there's a lot of movement. The way the course description is written, you have to really start almost all the way up range and move across the bay and almost all the way down range. And that puts a lot of shooters in the same boat as a revolver shooter. We spend most of our time reloading and some of our time shooting, whereas the autoloaders spend most of their time shooting. The reloads are really slick, magazines hold a lot. But this, with all the ground you have to cover, gives them a lot of time where they're not shooting too. So if I ever had a chance to place really well, it would be a stage like this. The round counts in each position can be limited to about 6. I think there's 1 or 2 standing reloads, but everything else can be shot on the move. It's shoot, move, shoot, move. So this is my chance to place really well. Let's see. There are 3 shooting boxes. You have to start in the rearmost shooting box, and you must shoot all the steel from the shooting boxes. There are also some paper targets. The paper targets can be shot from anywhere, so ideally we'll shoot those on the move. We'll save a little time. There is an 8-inch circle at 19 yards. You have to get 1 hit on, and then there are 3 12-inch circles at 16 yards. And at the end of the stage, when you're shooting the plate rack, they are 10 yards away. Here's a video, check it out. Hit the brakes a little bit. I spent all that time talking about what ammo the gun will chamber. I didn't talk about what ammo I'm going to shoot at the stage. Well, when I first got this cut for moon clips, I thought I was going to shoot 45 ACP out of it. My first trip to the range, I learned that it doubles the size of the groups that I'm getting with 45 Colt. I think it has to do with the amount of free bore in the cylinder. If you look here, this is a 454 Casull, and next to it is a 45 ACP. That is a lot of extra room for the bullet to get turned a little sideways one way or the other before it actually engages the rifling, and I think that's what's opening up my groups. But fortunately, a few years ago, I ran into a fella who was selling off all his reloading stuff, and in there was a bag of 500 pieces of Starline 45 Win Mag brass. So I will be shooting 45 Win Mag brass moon clip together. You can see here it's a little bit longer than the 45 ACP. Not quite as long as 45 Colt, but it doesn't affect my accuracy as bad as the 45 ACP was. But I'm shooting a 250 grain bullet, going about 750 feet per second. A pretty powder puff load, especially in this heavy revolver. So not much recoil, all I gotta do is shoot the gun. Here you go, now's the match footage. Okay, here we go, first run through. Texas Star right off the bat. Oh, missing. Gotta shoot it from in the box to reload here. Here we go, take the paper. Charge up to the box, we got paper. Now we're looking at 19 yards for that little steel plate. Nice, one extra on the paper. Oh, starting to take off, back up. Gotta take these from in the box, got me all flustered, misses. Hit. Alright, two from way back, but then I get up close and I decide, you know what? Just shoot them. So they got shot again. And if I go 1 for 1 on this plate rack, I'm all done. And I am not going to go 1 for 1 on this plate rack. Hopefully I can finish it in this cylinder here. There we go.
Did you take that one?
From that
From
box?
there? Yeah. Oh, yeah. 58 even.
Ugh. Yuck.
Would you like to revise your opinion on the stage?
It had nothing to do with the stage, that was all me.
It's okay.
You know, you have to fall on your face every now and again, it keeps me humble.
Well, you're a better man than me since I don't actually own a revolver.
You say that in public?
There's a reason for that.
I used to, but you wouldn't let me shoot it if I did have it.
It's tactical clockwork.
Technically,
There's no reason for it, we have digital watches.
It's a Webley. 38 and another 38 special.
That's the 38-200 or?
No, it's a 38 something. I don't know. Whatever. Old school. Webley.
You've upgraded your. Nice.
Well,
You're doing the twisty things before.
Yeah, I switched to a moon clip revolver.
Yeah.
So I was shooting a Model 19, so K-frame 6-inch. This is a 5-inch Ruger Super Redhawk.
So this time, try going 1 for 1 on there.
I was trying the first time.
Okay, second run through. Let's see how we can do. Nice, all those. Just throw that one at the target because I'm there. But, you know, 2 more real quick. Whoop. That guy. 19 yards. That sounded like a hit, but I wasn't sure, so I went ahead and gave it another one. That's a clear hit. I didn't overrun this target this time. I stuck with it. And can't count to 6. Oi. There it is. Alright, just gonna run up and reload here. I don't think I'm gonna go 1 for 1 in the plate rack, so I'm not worried about it. I know I gotta reload in here somewhere. And this should finish this out. There it is.
Range is clear. 5160.
A little better.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Okay, that was fun. I could have done a lot better. I just adjusted to a new gun. In theory, this might be a more practical gun to train on right now. It is get scared of bear season and carry big guns, which is fine. I celebrate that holiday. But I placed 39th out of 50. I really shouldn't have. I should have. My performance wasn't breaking into the 30s. But as far as open revolver goes, I placed 2nd out of 4. Now, the first place finisher was way ahead of all of us. And 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, we were all pretty close, within 5 or 10 seconds of each other. So it wasn't a great 2nd place finish, but I made 2nd, so it counts. It was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next week. The more I shoot the gun, hopefully I'll get used to it a little more. My reloads will get a little more slick. It definitely is faster as far as once I get them to there and drop them in. They're just in. It just close the cylinder and get back with it. So it did feel better, but I could see a little clunkiness. I guess the more I do it, the better I'll get. So hopefully next week it'll look better. Bye, guys.